Hey guys, it's Aryan. So, yeah, I have a couple announcements today and a bit of a recap. So, the biggest announcement is that I'm now sponsored by the Cubicle. Incredibly excited to be part of this team. I've been ordering from the Cubicle for years. I have met workers and other members of the team at several competitions, and I've always, a lot of them have served as role models for me. I truly believe the store as a whole is designed towards innovation and creativity in cubing, and is largely the reason why we have the records and times we do today. So, yeah, I couldn't be more excited to join this team. And yeah, I just completed U.S. Nationals, and I received two U.S. podiums in 6x6 and 7x7. 6 7x7 with a mean of 215.13, third place, and 6x6, fourth place at the competition, third place nationally with a mean of 139 point something, I forget. Yeah, so that was fun, but at the same time, I do have some projects in the making when it comes to like rising above. Great. So yeah, that is what I've been doing lately. As for the future, so couple plans I have in mind. One, I'm going to be creating a Facebook and an Instagram page, and I'll be linking those in the description later in this video, which will give you updates on my competitions, just my career as a whole. And a couple of, I'm finishing up research right now in college, but for the rest of the summer, I'll be spending a lot more time cubing and making videos. So some of the big projects I have in mind are, one, I gave a seminar on how cubing got me into college. Well, Danny Goodman and I gave a seminar at Nationals last year. And since then I've had several questions, requests, more further investigation into this topic. And so I'm going to be making a video series targeted towards both cubers and parents as well, on rather specific ways you can incorporate cubing, beyond just my own story, but other ideas you see in the community, and how exactly that would very directly relate to things, specifically in the college process. But I guess you could also look at this from just as a whole resume building, why exactly cubing is very important, a part of your story, and like how you can, regardless of your speed, and how you can put that across. I have some friends as well. I mean, you don't just need to be like fast in that sense. You could be a delegate, you could be an organizer. There are many ways to show your accreditation through cubing. And two, so I've been getting this national third place, top 10 in the world for about 3 years now. And while I'm, thrilled to be in this position, I starting to realize that, I'm no longer happy with taking second place as an option. So what I realized, Philip Lewicki and I talked about Max Park, and what makes him so fast. And I thought that he's really been overlooked. If you look at a lot of the other big cubers, they all have similar styles. They're all trying to be like efficient. Then we turn based on that efficiency. We ground ourselves in that efficiency, and then we try to execute those moves as fast as possible. But if you look at Max Park, he doesn't stop turning. He's not always perfectly efficient, and he's not exactly turning that fast either. So he's a very different way of solving big cubes. And what I'll be doing is, in a couple of videos, I'll be investigating what exactly makes his solve specials and trying to incorporate that more in my solves. Yeah, my big goal for the year is to get a sub-2 official 7x7 solve in comp. And this upcoming year, until next Nationals, I'll be honing out a lot more of my main events, which is 5x5, 6x6, 7x7. I also will be practicing some 3x3, one-handed, Megaminx, and 4x4. However, that's much less of a priority. I'm really looking to this year, as we can learn from Patrick's interview. He discussed that he focused on 3, 4, 5 one-handed, and because he focused on those side of events, he got as far as he did. And I really look forward to incorporating the same mentality towards 5, 6, and 7. Although I will, the only other event, so 3, 4 one-handed will be secondary, but they will still be practiced. And then Megaminx, I'm interested in getting good at the event, largely because I feel that the look ahead I can learn from Megaminx, the idea of just looking for options, looking at what you see, and not stopping to turn. If you look at professional Megaminx like Juan Pablo or Philip or Andy, Nicholas, they don't really stop turning when they do Megaminx, and I feel that will give insight into what I'm seeing in these big cube solves and what I see Max Park and working up to his level. So yeah, these are the two big series I'll be having up for the rest of the summer. And if there are any other suggestions you guys would like, feel free to mention them. I'll also be posting some of my videos for Nationals. That I filmed. So I think my finals mean will be up there. Oh yeah, fun fact. So my mean was 210, 207, 227. I needed under 219 on my last solve to beat Kevin. So another thing I want to be working on this year is just nerves, and like really understanding what comp nerves mean and how to like rise above them. Actually putting out some sort of strategy out there be it meditative or anything of that sort. How to cope with competition, especially in big competitions, because while my national performance this year, looking back at it, it actually wasn't the best, but it definitely was far better than it was last year, in comparison to how well I was doing at home. And I really feel that, looking at this journey of also like mental state, what I've also learned from like taking tests in college, things like that, and how I can apply those to cubing, looking at this constant journey. I'm also going to be talking about that. I work with everyone. Feel free to reach out or comment, add me if you guys have any questions or any suggestions or want to join me on these projects, especially Max Park. I think a lot of people would have. I don't quite think I, would be the only one that has been thinking about this. So yeah, see you around. I'm excited.